personal branding workshop. It was so cool that so many people applied. 583 people applied. I was thinking like if 100 people applied, this is the coolest thing that's happening in my life. And I was like, what? Out of that, around 30% of the people were probably not, the audience that I was looking for, but it was really tough. It was really tough. At the end of it, I literally called 19 people. With some of them, I also got on a video call because UAE was a little different. Canada time zones were a little different. But then at the end of it, I chose India irrespective. Also because it was so much more easier to coordinate with everyone. And I didn't want my first workshop to become like this headache of like putting people in from different places. So as you guys meet to the top five, it's going to be super interesting for you because this workshop is not just going to be like some random thing I've designed. I am putting it together for you. So I'm looking at your profile. Second is I will be checking in with you guys for, let's say, half of an hour, 45 minutes, in the coming weeks, one-on-one, so that we could specifically discuss your brand. What would it cover? Of course, we'll start with basic personal branding. Then we will specifically jump into LinkedIn. We'll talk about how to build business on LinkedIn. And we'll also talk about content creation on LinkedIn. What are the rights and the wrongs? What are the do's and don'ts? Having said that, there's a cool mode that we have today. And this is one thing I'll say. It's called the disruptor mode. Any one of you can, say that, press your unmute button and say disrupt. So when you say the word disrupt, we will quickly swim through and we'll move to the last part of we'll just skip to a game that I have planned. It's when someone feels that they're getting bored during the session and they feel like, we want to disrupt, so you can disrupt it. Only one disruptor today because there's only one game. If nobody disrupts, we reach to the game at the time whenever the game is designed for. Having said that, I would love for you to drop an emoji and let me know what your mood is today. It is a Saturday, not a Friday. So I would love for you to text an emoji and let me know what your mood is. If I like the emoji that you have dropped, I'm going to throw confettis on the screen. I'm not even kidding. And with that, like, how do I find the chat? Here is the chat and I'm looking at it. Should I drop my mood? Like literally, I have like multiple.
Oh, we are putting reactions on the screen if you can see. Like this.
Oh, yeah, I can see now. Okay, I'm going to throw my reactions on the screen also. I'm not going to go to the chat anymore. And my reactions are going to be probably something like confettis. Having said that, let's quickly kickstart our session. As you know, I'm Jatin. My claim to fame is very, very simple. I now run a company called House of Creators, which helps entrepreneurs, CEOs, and VCs run their LinkedIn profiles and build their personal brands, help them get on stages, get their content featured on newspapers and stuff like that. How did I do that, and where did what all happened with me in 2022? I kind of was creating content, but LinkedIn for Creator Accelerator program selected me in 2022. They were top 200 creators. From there, my life changed when LinkedIn started coaching me and they trained me for 8 weeks and said that, hey, Jatin, your content kind of sucks because you're doing all of this wrong. So if you could fix this, we could maybe help you, do better, get more clients, put you in different places. Also, LinkedIn corrected me by saying that we don't want a lot of people to have a lot of followers on LinkedIn. We want people to do a business on this platform. So you may think that we want to be on LinkedIn to maybe look for a job and get a job, but LinkedIn actually wants you to create as many more jobs. So a lot of people want to know, how do you become a top voice on LinkedIn? Well, actually, when I started offering more work to people, that's when I became a top voice. After you become a top voice, a lot of people then want to start following you after you've been in the LinkedIn for Creator Access program. Then if you give value, then your content works. I don't post every week, and we're going to walk through that also, that how do you not do too much content and still stay relevant and still stay in the game and still maintain the engagement? And how much do you and how often should you even post on LinkedIn in general? I will share whatever I know or I have learned from different creators or from LinkedIn in general. I also was ranked in Favicon. I don't know how, because I didn't post for 6 months straight last year.